Hello again, everyone. Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com, and welcome to my craft room today. Look at this adorable card with our wood crate framelits I made. Oh my goodness, I combined a lot of different things in my craft room to make this card. First I'm going to show you everything that I've used, but I found this to make the wagon out of the wood crate on Facebook, and I thought it was a great idea, and so this was my rendition of it. It just came out too cute. So let's go over what we used to make this card. The base right here is crumb cake, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then your first layer here is very vanilla, 5 1/4 by 4. And I ran it through the brick wall embossing folder right here. Okay. First, I'm going to go over everything that I used. Then I'm going to stop, get things ready, and we're going to put another one together. Okay. I used the Build-A-Bike framelits. Oh, these are adorable. Okay. And I made the little dog. This is the little dog that comes in there. Plus, oh my gosh, these apples are absolutely adorable. That's what comes in that framelit set. So we'll go through making those. And of course the wood crate. And then I used the wood words right here. I used the rooster, and I did him in Bermuda Bay. Here's the bike ride stamp set, and here's the little dog, and here's the inside. Like, I did this in basic black archival ink, and I did this in chocolate chip. I stamped it off once to get just that. It almost looks like a furry little brown little dog. Isn't he cute? And then I colored his bandana in with our watercolor pencils. Don't forget, our watercolor pencils are still in this annual catalog, in the new annual catalog. Now, my little tires down here, this is a circle punch, the 1-inch circle punch. And then I used our tree builder punch right here, and I used this little flower right there to go in the middle of the tires. This is just 1/4 inch of basic black cardstock, and I'll show you how I put that on there and cut it at an angle. I've also used our new mini dimensionals right here. I love them. I love these mini dimensionals. They were very easy to use on things that are small like this, so that you don't have to cut one in half, and you get nice coverage. Let me show you that in the back so that your project won't bow. I'll be back in a moment and we'll start to put this together. So first I wanted to show you how to make the front of the little wagon. And we're going to use the Wood Texture Designer Series paper stack. Now when you make the little crate, you need 2 of these pieces of paper. And then you get this kind of a half of a one or part of a one on the other side. But being is that we're not making a crate and we want something flat, you can lay your framelit here and let it just cut this out. It doesn't matter. What you want is this part right here. So you just pop this out. Okay. And let's see. Let me get my snips right here. And on these score lines right here, okay, you just want to cut with your snips, or you can use your Stampin' Trimmer. Just cut on the score lines. Now when you cut down the sides here, I didn't cut that enough. I want to show you, you want to, okay, still didn't cut that enough. Well, in this case, less is better than more, because see these little parts where the crate is together, you don't want to open those up. Okay, so cut close, but you don't want these to detach. And same thing on this side. I'm going to hold this so that I could see the score line a little better. I do have the window open in the craft room again today. It's absolutely a gorgeous morning in Upper East Tennessee. Let me move my mess out of the way. So this is another way that, you know, you can use that other side of that paper stack then to make cards. Okay, so we have this. I'm going to bring in a few elements that I've already put together. Here's our card base. Okay, like we said, it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and we're going to open it like landscape style, not portrait style. Here is our very vanilla piece. I've already ran that through the Big Shot, okay? And now this we are going to attach with some snail. This can go down. So just right to the edge. And you can even use your Tombow on this. What I've got handy right here is my snail, but make sure you get that snail, guys, to the edge. Okay, this way it doesn't pick up. I'm going to put a little bit more adhesive down the middle because this is textured. I'm going to bring my card base in and attach. I'm going to put it on this way, okay? And I'll show you why I did that. Okay, right there. Because when I put this on, okay, see how it is embossed. I'm going to use the line of the brick to line up my crate. And this, where it had that little bit more of a lip up there of it, I didn't want my wagon that far up. I just wanted it right there, okay? So now, this is a piece of black cardstock. Let me get my Tombow glue. And it's just 1/8 of an inch, okay? See if I can get some out of this. And as you can see, I've already cut it off from the other card to be at an angle. So we're going to use that in just a moment. We want to place this first. I love this wood grain textured come on. And of course, you know my pin is across the craft room. Okay, hold on. It is what it is when you're on camera. Okay. I just had to take a pin and go through the top of this Tombow. Sometimes it gets a little sticky in there. And just dot it around, okay? Flip it over, square this up, and now I'm going to put the bottom right here at my brick. Quickly, I'm going to take what I want my handle to be right here, this 1/8 of an inch piece, and I'm just going to lift this up and sneak it right under there, okay? I'm just going to kind of sneak it right under there. Okay, right there. I like that. And I'm going to adhere that down. Then I'm just going to pick this up and slide my snips right in here and give that, I'm going to put my snips right up against this layer. You can feel the stop with your scissors. And then you know you'll have it perfect. Snip. There you go. Then again, just a little Tombow back here, right under here, just a couple of dots. This mono adhesive is very, very, very good adhesive. Okay, then angle this out to where you had it. Let it come flush, kind of with the edge right there of the brick. Okay, that's our wagon handle. Now I'm going to take my circle, these are 1-inch circle punch just out of basic black cardstock. Come in just a little bit on your wagon right back here. Don't have it come to the back, okay? Let a little bit of the wagon show. Isn't this cute? We're building a wagon. So like you guys can get stuff and get together on camera with me and do this together if you have everything. And then right here, again, I'm letting this show right here. I'm also letting this line, this opening right here show. I don't want my wheels over top of it. I think it gives it a nice little wagon look. Isn't that cute how that's coming together? Okay, now, these little flowers I punched out of our silver paper right here. Okay, and like I said, I used the tree builder punch right there with the little flowers. Now, I don't want to use Tombow on these flowers because if I get any Tombow on my fingers and I get it on the silver, it really makes a smeared mess. So, what I'm going to do is get some glue dots. Let me flip these over and just glue dot each one of these very simply. Just like that. And guys, the mini dimensionals are just fantastic to use. So just like that, I take the little backing off. And we could pick it up like this, okay? And then put this in the center of the wheel. You can do whatever element you want here. You could do a little circle, you know, you can do anything, a heart, anything you want. I just chose the flower. Okay, I'm going to be back in a minute with the other embellishments. Oh, well, let's put this inside first. This is the inside of the card. I did stamp a Bermuda Bay rooster, and I'm going to go over how to get that rooster straight. That's what I want to do right now. Let me get that stamp. Okay, this comes out of the Woodwords, okay, stamp set. I love these. Are just so country barn adorable. Now, your rooster, when you look at it, it looks like you should put it like this, okay? But watch your block on this side. Put his feet down on the bottom so that you know that this is straight, okay? Then when you stamp, okay, get this straight. You want to stamp here. You don't have to turn this. If your block is straight on the bottom with the bottom of your paper, okay, do you see what I'm doing? This is all parallel. I'm not looking at where I've really positioned the stamp as much as where I've positioned it on the block. So my block is straight and square, and I would go down and up, and that's how he came out perfect instead of just a little, you know, because I was playing with this before and I would constantly get him a little wonky. So I just wanted to show you what I did to get him nice and straight. So I'm going to open up my card, and this is going to be the inside, and we're going to put this down with some snail. Come on. There we go. Right here, and this piece is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2 for my inside piece, where you could put a sentiment. I like to leave a bigger border on the inside. Sometimes you can even put a couple of layers in here. Okay, back in a minute, and we're going to decorate our wagon. Okay, let's do some stamping. Now, the colors we're going to be using are Bermuda Bay, Basic Black Archival Ink, Real Red, and Chocolate Chip. For our circle, I used our Bermuda Bay, and I love these in this stamp set. They're so farm-like, you know, like it's cracked wood. So I stamped in the Bermuda Bay, and this is just, these are just scraps of vanilla, very vanilla. Can I not stamp and talk at the same time? Okay, so stamp off your circle, and then I stamped it right on the very vanilla, okay? So that's one. Then in the circle, you're going to want your thank you. and that's right here. Again, using my block as a straight edge, I've lined this up looking at it to where I know that if this is straight on top, it is going to be straight, which it really doesn't matter on the circle because when you punch it out and turn it, you can make it straight, but for, you know, other projects where you guys need things that are straight, use your block as the straight edge. So right here in the basic black, and just check it to make sure you have great coverage. Okay, and then I'm just going to come down in my little circle there, and I've got my thank you. Then for that, you're going to take your circle punch and punch it out. And this will not leave a little white ring. If you want, or the little very vanilla ring. If you wanted to use a ring, you could use a stitched framelit, but I like it small. Okay, so we've got that element finished. Now, we want to do a Bermuda Bay rooster. So I'm going to ink him up. And again, I'm stamping it off because I want it to look crackly and old. You know, not as vibrant. I want a lighter color. That really comes cute. Okay, he will be cut out with I have a framelit for that. Now we're going to do our apples. So here's our little apples. They're so adorable. Okay. Now, there's one of two ways that you can do this. You can either ink it up, and again, the real red's very vibrant, so I'm stamping everything off with this project. And you can bring in your apples and stamp. They look adorable, okay? And then bring in the outline of the apples. Get it in your basic black. Okay, get it nice and solid. And I'm going to pull this down a little bit so I can look over. And then line your outline up with your apples. Looking through the photopolymer is so wonderful, right there. Okay, or you can do it the other way. Ink up your outline. Whichever way that you think that you can get those apples in there. Okay, stamp. Okay, then I'm going to get my apples into the real red. I'm stamping them off. And then I'm coming over the top. Let me pull it down so I can see. And I'm trying to line this up the best I can with the red and the leaves. Here we go. Beautiful. Either way, I think it comes out great. I might could have pressed on that black a little bit more or had a little bit more ink right there, but I'm good with that. Okay, so, and then we want to make 3 of these. Okay, so just real quick, just bear with me. Let me make this 3rd one. And it doesn't matter to me how I do it. I like stamping it and then doing the outline, or doing the outline and then coloring it in. Doesn't matter. Good. Love them both. Love them all. That's great. Okay, now we want to do the dog. And the dog comes from the bike ride right here stamp set. You're going to see me do a lot with this. I haven't played with the bicycle yet, but I know this is going to be so much fun. Look at the little baskets. A lot of this is 2-step stamping. So with the dog, again, you can do it either way. I'm going to do my outline first with him in my black archival ink. Pressing that in. Good. And then I'm going to take his like fur part. I'm going to go into my chocolate chip, and I don't want it that dark. I want to stamp it off over here. Okay. Now then, come over top of that puppy. Oh, he's so cute. Right there. Oh, look how great that came. Look at that. Isn't that great? That's the best one I've stamped yet. I'm really having fun coordinating and, I don't know, putting like a lot of my stamp sets together right now. So I think that's just a lot of fun. Now, his bandana on the last one was a green and yellow. This one I'm going to make blue and orange. So I do like a checkerboard every other. I take my watercolor pencils. There's blue. Then I would want that to be orange and blue, orange, blue. See? Every other. So then you want to come up here. So you kind of want to make a little checkerboard out of it. Out of his bandana. And then, so this was Pacific Point. This is Pumpkin Pie. Look how cute. And you could put any colors you want in here. There's even a stamp for it that you can stamp. I'll show it to you. Just right down there. They're perfect, okay? Isn't that cute? Here's our card with the green and the yellow. That is Old Olive and Daffodil Delight. And then here's the Pumpkin Pie and Pacific Point. It's just fun. Okay, now let me show you this on the puppy right here. See, right here, his bandana, if you wanted to stamp over that in another color, you know, in a color. Just one solid color. So I think that's pretty cool. I really have a lot to do with this stamp set. You know, when I get a stamp set that is this busy, I like to take everything off of this. I mount it all on my clear blocks and I stamp everything and I cut out everything. And then I play putting it together. That's how I learn how to use the stamps. So I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to run all this through the Big Shot. Oh, one other thing. We have to color our apples. So off camera, I'm going to do that. We're going to do the stems in brown and the leaves in, let's see, the stems are in early espresso and the leaves are going to be in old olive. Okay, so I'm going to do that off camera, get all these cut, and we're going to finish putting the card together. Okay, let's finish our little project now. I wanted to show you guys the mini dimensionals. I'm very, very happy with them. Look at these right here. They're so small. Okay, they're very small, and see how I've used two of them on the back of this little small embellishment with the apples. Let that focus right there. And then right there are the two little small dimensionals. Now on the dog, I used a combination of our regular size dimensional and a mini. So you really get great coverage with these things. I'm really, really very happy. I wanted to show you here on the Wagon. I put a large dimensional right here at the end of the handle, and the straight edge I put to the straight part of the first layer. This is 5 1/4 by 4. So I put it right here on the edge because then I want to take my thank you. Oops, everything's going to stick to itself. Then I want to take my thank you and place it at the edge, but hanging over a little bit, right to the crumb cake, okay? That's why I placed the dimensional first. Okay, so right to the edge there. That makes a cute little handle. Now we want to place our apples. Well, let's just place our rooster, our Bermuda Bay rooster. He's going to come here with a little bit of attitude, just a little angled to the side. Then we can place our apples in our wagon. Isn't that cute? I love these mini dimensionals, guys. They're really great for small projects like this and where you need the stability so that your project doesn't bow. Look how nice. I kind of layered those on top of each other just a little bit, and then I'm going to place, of course, the most important part of the whole journey is the dog. I love this little dog, guys. Oh, that's so sweet. I hope you've enjoyed putting this card together with me today. Please go to stampinginthevalley.com, click on the big blue button. You can order any and all of your Stampin' Up supplies. This comes from the new annual catalog. If you order from me $25, you get 2 free card kits. Until the end of June, just probably the middle of next week, I'll be offering these 2 until the middle of next week, and then we'll go into 2 brand new ones for July. But this is a card. You get the envelope, and then you get the crate. Nothing stamped. You do get all the embellishments, and you do get the little fluff. There's a video at the end of this one that'll explain everything to you. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel where all my videos are free. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.